If you can drag and drop in Canva, then you can make real money selling templates on Etsy. There are Canva templates that have made over $13,000, $38,000, even $58,000 in revenue. And today I'm going to show you exactly how you can make your own, even if you're a complete beginner. Today we're going to create our template together. Then we're going to create the PDF that has the link to the template. And then I'm going to show you how to properly add that listing to your Etsy shop. Without any further ado, let's get into it. We're going to begin by hopping over into Canva. I just have a blank artboard here measured at 5 by 7 inches because we're going to be creating a strawberry themed birthday invitation. One important thing to keep in mind with Canva templates, you want to make sure that you're only using the free elements in your template. And the reason why is because if you have paid or premium elements, graphics, or fonts, and your customer doesn't have a paid Canva account, they won't be able to use all of the elements in your template, which means that they can't use the template to the full capability, and that can result in an upset customer and maybe even a bad review. One thing I want to start with is hopping over into Creative Fabrica, because again, I'm going to do a strawberry themed birthday invitation. I typed in strawberry clip art, and if you don't know, Creative Fabrica is incredible. They have everything. Over here, they have graphics, fonts, bundles, everything. They even have courses on there too, which I think is pretty cool. I'll have a link below for you in the description if you want to check it out on your own. And we can see here that there are some really cute options here. I did find 2 clip art bundles that I liked. I like that one. I like that one a little bit better, so I'm going to download that and then I'll meet you back in Canva. Okay, now that we're back in Canva, I went ahead and uploaded the clip art PNG files. Now what I'm going to do is bring over the images that I liked the most, and then I'm going to arrange them on the canvas. I am done with placing the clip art images how I want them to look on the artboard. Now I want to change the color of the background. I don't want to go with that boring white background, and I landed on the light crimson color. I don't really need the customer to rearrange the clip art images. We're going to download it as a PNG and then upload it back into Canva. To download, I'm going to come to the top right, click share. Then I'll click download, and then I will click download. All right, and I brought that back into Canva. Now we have it saved as a photo. Now what I'm going to do is add the details of the invitation. And again, we want to make sure we're using a free font. So I'll type in the letter T on my keyboard, and that'll bring up a text box. But I also want to come to over here to see what other options we have. All right, I am going to go with my favorite font, Poppins. And I'm just going to put some placeholder words for right now. Okay, perfect. We are all done with our template. Now I'm going to show you how to create the PDF with the template link that'll be delivered to your customer. But before we do that, we need to save our completed template as a JPEG or a PNG file. I'm going to click the top right again and click share, download, and you can do a JPEG or a PNG. I'll keep it as a PNG and click download. Okay, now that we have that downloaded, we need to create the template link. This part is really important. You don't want to share the actual web address of where you created your design in Canva because that's your original. If you share that, your customers will be able to make changes to your original, which you definitely don't want. So we're going to go back to share on the top right, click template link, click create template link, and then click copy. And then you just want to paste it somewhere on your computer. I am going to paste it right here for now, and then we'll come back to that later. All right, and now I'm going to show you 2 very easy ways that you can create the PDF that will be delivered to your customer. Oh, and by the way, if you're tired of going down the research rabbit hole, or you're not quite sure what to even sell, my Done For You Niche Club is perfect. Every week you get 7 low competition niches and the AI image prompts to go along with them, so you can skip all the guesswork and begin to create faster. You can check out this week's niches in the first link below in the description. Back to the video. The first way will be a template that I have for you for free. If you want to grab your free copy of this particular template, go ahead and leave the word template below in the comment section, and I'll make sure I get that over to you. I am going to pop in a random photo here, and then if you had a logo, you could put that there. I'll go find something, again, random really quick. Okay, and I put that there. Now remember when we saved our finished template as a JPEG or a PNG, now you'll want to bring in that JPEG or PNG into Canva. And I have that right here, so I'm just going to drag it over the Canva frames, but I'm good with that. And again, all of this can be changed. You can make it look however you want it to look. Now here's the really important part. We need to make sure that we provide them with the link from our template. So for here, I'm going to click access template. I'm going to double click it. And then here I'll click the link button. Now remember the template link that we had copied and pasted earlier. I'm going to paste it right into here, and then I'll click done, and then I'll click done again. But before I click done, you can see that we have our Canva link showing up right here, which is perfect. So I'll click done. And now when they click that link, it'll take them right to our template, which is right there. And then they could click view template and then begin working on it. That is method number one. Okay, and for method number two, I'm going to hop back into Canva and I'm going to add a page. And then I'm going to come to the top left and click design. And then I'm going to enter thank you for your purchase. And Canva has a great variety of pre-made templates for you. I'm just going to find one that I like, and then I'll add it to my artboard, and we'll go with that one. And then I will click here to access your template. And the same thing with the other PDF method I showed you. You can make whatever changes you want. You don't have to be locked into this. You can add, you can take away, you can do whatever you like. And then there we go. We have our template there. So those are the two easy methods that you can use to create a PDF to deliver your file to your customer. And to save the PDF that we just created, you want to come up to the top right, click share, download, and then change it from PNG to PDF standard. And then you want to make sure those three options are not checked, especially flattened PDF. You don't want that checked. Then your customer won't be able to click any link in your PDF. And then I'll click download, and we're all good to go with that. Okay, we are in my test shop, where I'm going to walk you through how to create the listing. So we're going to make sure we are in the shop manager tab on the far left. And then the third option down, we're going to click listings. From there, we're going to come to the far right and click add a listing. And because we have created a template, we're going to type in template, and then make sure we click template here. And then we'll come down to the bottom right and click continue. And we are not offering a physical item. It is going to be a digital file. Who made it? We made it. What is it? A finished product. When was it made? 2020 to 2025. How is this digital content created? Created by me. We don't have a production partner because we're not doing print on demand or a physical item. So we'll click continue. And then here you'll want to enter your title. So I have my title here. And then you want to add your listing photos. And there are a number of different ways that you can get a mock-up. You can get them on Creative Fabrica, Etsy, or even Canva. I just came to the top left again, clicked design, and typed in card mockup. And I picked a few that I liked, and I'll show you exactly how I did it. I'm going to go with this one here. And then I'm going to go to my upload section, grab the PNG I saved earlier, and I'm going to delete everything else under here. Then I'll come to the edit button here, click shadows, and then see if any of them look right. Sometimes it can look a little weird. And we have our finished mockup in just a matter of seconds. But again, you can get them from multiple places. I'm going to go ahead and download all of these and then get them added to my listing. Now, I only have 4 images in this particular listing, just for the demonstration purposes, but I always recommend that you have a listing video and 7 to 10 listing photos. It really does help with conversion. We're going to come down a bit, and here is where we add the PDF that we created. So I'll get that added here. Okay, I have that added, and I do like to name mine very clearly for the customer, open to access template.pdf. It's very clear. Now I'm going to come down here to the description, and then I'll enter a description. And if you ever needed help with writing a description, you can go over to ChatGPT, tell it what you are selling, what some of the features are, and what you wanted to include in your description. And it does a really good job at pulling that together and making it sound cohesive, professional, and not missing any important information. We'll come down here to price, and I'll just put $5. And then for inventory, I'll put $999. And then if you want to add attributes to your listing, you definitely can, like the primary color, the occasion, holiday, and so forth. We'll come down here to the tag section, and I'll enter my 13 tags. And then because we have a digital file, we don't have any materials. And then here you want to add it to the appropriate shop section. I happen to have a template section already, so I'll add that there. And then if you want to feature the listing, you would toggle that on. And then for the renewal option, I would highly encourage you to keep it on automatic, not manual, because if somebody were to purchase your item and you had it on manual, it won't go back up for anybody else to purchase it. You have to go in and manually add it back to your shop. Keep it on automatic, so when you get those orders, Etsy will relist it for you automatically. So I will come down here to the bottom right and click publish. And then Etsy is just telling us that we're about to be charged 20 cents to create the new listing. I'm good with that. I'll hit publish again. And then I'm going to come back to my shop. And there we go. We have our listing and everything looks great. We have a title, tags, description, listing photos. We're all good to go. we have properly added the listing to Etsy. The video on your screen right over here is another Canva template tutorial, so I'll catch you over there. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.